Everybody, what's going on? Today is Saturday, November the 5th, and we got 8 games on today's schedule. I have 3 games of interest that I will be looking at today. Um, 3 out of the 8. Um, so let's jump right into the action. The first game that I'm interested in is the game between Brooklyn and Charlotte. Brooklyn over here on Sports Interaction, a 4.5 point favorite on the road against Charlotte. I had this favor. I had Brooklyn in this game favored by 6.5, estimated as a 6.5 point favorite. Brooklyn blew out Washington yesterday on the road. Played great, great basketball. Shots were falling. Guys were happy and it went well. Charlotte, on the other hand, was in Memphis. Ended up losing by 30, blown out. Um, Big loss. They are still struggling with injuries. Gordon Hayward was the newest player added to the injury report. Over here for today, we see Rozier is listed as questionable. Important player. They do need some help in the perimeter. Seth Curry will also be scheduled to play tonight, but he's off the injury report, so he'll probably be playing, which makes this line to me a little strange. The 6.5 does have 2 points, is 2 points off. Over here on Pinnacle, they're giving you even that extra half point, -4. I do believe that um, this line will um, lure a lot of people into taking Brooklyn, especially after yesterday's results. Uh, I do see um, that over here the money will be most likely coming in on the Nets. They do have the superior roster. Seth Curry coming back also will help them on the perimeter. Um, both teams on the back to back, which makes this line um, it's unjustifiable in my opinion. So what do I do? I will not tail the majority of the people. I will be going with the house on this one. Charlotte 4.5 the first game. Next game, Boston at New York. Both teams are also on the second night of a back-to-back. Boston squeezed out a W against Chicago. Chicago made a late rally. Boston held them off, got the small win. New York, on the other hand, was down late in this game, late in their game against Philly. They made a late run and squeezed out the win in Philly, which was without Harden. The first game of Harden's absence, and Embiid was suspect to come back yesterday, but he ended up sitting out. Knicks took advantage, squeezed out the W. I had this game with Boston favored by 5.5. Over here, we see a -4. Um, Boston, despite getting the W, didn't look all that great yesterday. Neither did the Knicks, but this 4, in my opinion, um, does look like it will draw some interest, and I do believe that most of the money will also be coming in on the Celtics. On the injury front, over here we see Al Horford uh, is not gonna play, but for the Knicks, we also see that Mitchell Robinson will be out. So the two starting big guys are gonna be missing. So that pretty much just cancels out the any advantage that each team could have. It's a point and a half off, according to my estimations. Same line on Pinnacle. I'll be looking at joining the house over here with the Knicks. Next game that is also of interest to me is this Houston at Minnesota. Minnesota over here favored by 8. I had them favored by 7.5. Not a huge difference, but taking the this line was an estimation with Gobert playing. Gobert will be missing from tonight's game. He is on the injury report. We see medical over here, medical protocols. Gobert will be missing. They're on the second night of a back to back. Minnesota over here also favored by 8. Um, Houston had the night off. wasn't in action yesterday. This eight uh, does look kind of like a big number. If I knew Gobert was, I'd probably have this another point lower, 6.5, maybe even a six. If you take into account that it is also going to be the second night of back to back. But how do I see this game? I see that maybe this whole Gobert Gobert trade to Minnesota has kind of taken a little bit longer than they probably like. It might even have been a failed trade for the Timberwolves. I talked about it in my team previews. Gobert and Carl Anthony Towns, two big guys. Um, it's kind of tough in today's NBA to play with two big guys. Um, there is some chemistry issues here. Gobert's absence could free up the lane a little bit, get Minnesota running up and down the court again, and I think that they are the far superior team. Um, if you compare them to Houston, I do expect them to be at the bottom of the conference when it's all said and done. Minnesota is also a game of interest here. I do believe that Gobert's absence will free them up, will get them running, and they could cover this line. These are my three games of interest today. Some other stuff noteworthy over here. Darren Fox will be back for Sacramento, -4. Over here, Trey Young is questionable. Short line. New Orleans is on the second day of a back-to-back. This -1 because just because Trey's status. I had Atlanta as a 3-point favorite over here. Small line from Milwaukee. Giannis is listed as questionable. They will probably give him the night off. They maybe they Coach Bud thinks that they have enough to beat Oklahoma City even without Giannis. This line will drop significantly if he is um, not going to play tonight. Couple of double-digit favorites over here. Portland beat Phoenix straight up at the buzzer yesterday. Phoenix is getting 11.5 again today. Nothing. Uh, yeah, I won't be. There's nothing really that interests me in these games for now. I will be posting my plays closer to tip-off um, in uh, one of my channels in the description. You guys can sign up if you're interested. It's free. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. The games of interest are Charlotte at 4.5, New York 4, and Minnesota -8. That's it. Uh, enjoy the games. Enjoy your weekend. Good luck, and back at it again tomorrow, guys. Later.